Hello my friends, today we'll talk about my English level, in which level I am now, how I'm learning my English in my past, what I'm preparing to do now, and we'll go to English school. So stay tuned on my channel and you will see everything. Let's begin! So today's video's goal is to start English lessons, to reach English school and be happy after all of this. This episode mission, English school. I'm starting this video in dark mode. All my videos are in dark mode at the beginning. I'm dark man, TV is dark man, walking quite fast because I don't want to miss my bus. I have to start my trip with one bus. I have to change it to train, and then I have to catch one more metro train or super train or U-Bahn, how it's called in German. After 55 minutes, I have to be in my English school. And near the bus station, I can see the bus. I can't see a bus now, so it's a good sign. I am in time. Now I'm near my English school. I have some troubles in U-Bahn, in metro system. It's okay. I am at the right time, and after a few minutes I will be at my new English school, and I hope that it will help me to increase my English level as good as I want, as fast as I want. I'm happy. So it's time to go home. I'm out of school for a few minutes and I'm going straight to metro station, U-Bahn, and I will go home. I'm going home. Present continuous time from today's lesson. And it's time to tell the story for you about my English knowledge, about my past in English learning. I started learning my English at school in 5th grade when I was how many years I was old when I started learning English. Let's think. 11 years old.
Übergang zur U2, U3, U4, zu allen S-Bahn-Linien und zum Regional- und Fernverkehr. Next stop, Hauptbahnhof Sylt. Please exit here for Central Station.
So I started my English studies in 5th grade when I was somewhere about to be 11 years old. The beginning was interesting and I was hooked by English language, but later every year you hear more and more different things what to learn in school, a lot of tests, and you are losing this interest in one or other things because you haven't enough time to prepare for everything. You want to have free time as well. With your friends, play video games, make sport, play basketball, and you can't all the time be near the books and learn everything. So, how I said at the beginning, I was hooked by English, but later I lost this passion and learned English somewhere in the middle. I made my homework, but I was not streaming to be best in this part of my studies. Learning English in one school for 5 years, changed few teachers. Not I changed teachers changed our class because after 1 or 2 years they left our school and new teachers come to my class and learn me English in my class. One of my schools in my life. I was 16 years old. I chose to continue my studying years and go to the gymnasium. For 4 years I had 3 classes of gymnasium, and it was some kind of humanitarium, or I don't know how to say in English, profile of gymnasium, so we have a lot of different languages. We have to learn my mother tongue, Lithuania, Russian, English, German, and Latin, I think, yeah. It's English, Latin. Yep. So I have to learn 5 languages at once. My English classes was strong. It was some kind of super English class where you have a lot of English lessons per week. I can't remember, it was 4 or 5 days per week, and sometimes one day we have a few lessons in a row on the English. It was good time. It was good time to learn English, really good time, but how we said before, when you are in school, you have so many things, you have to learn so many things. You can't spend all your life while you're studying. Maybe it's a problem of our learning system. I wanted to learn English. It wasn't enough time for me, or enough power of passion. And then I have exams in my school. The final exam before leaving school. I have got maybe 6 out of 10 only. So I wasn't so good. Like now, I don't like doing English. After gymnasium, I went to next one city, and I started my student years for 5 years in a row. I was a student of Klaipėda University in Lithuania. I studied physical culture and education. In the first 2 years, or 1 year, I can't remember now. I studied English again 1 or 2 years at the beginning of my student years. So it was 2 or 4 semesters, I can't remember. I wasn't good and this place too. Maybe a little bit better than at school, because the guys was faster than me. Can you believe it? I can't. And my mark in university from English was 7 out of 10. That was better, but not perfect. And when I finished my English lessons in university, I haven't continued to improve my English at all. I finished my university, start working, moved to Denmark for 1 year, and I had a chance to talk in English a little bit in Denmark too, because I communicate with my chief, with my boss in Denmark on English language. And I was so terrible at the beginning, but later a little bit I improved a little bit my English while talking with other guys outside working place. And maybe I'm not improving my English, but after a few years without English language, I gain my knowledge back. Something like this. After 1 year in Denmark, I come back to my home country, Lithuania, and start working in a telecommunication company. But in these 5 years I was spent in this telecommunication company, I can't improve my English at all again. I'm starting to forget all my knowledges again. It wasn't the time for my English. Yeah. Sometimes I watch movies on original language, which was English, but most of the time I watch movies on Lithuanian language and on Russian language. Later, when I moved out from the Klaipėda and left my telecommunication company, my job in telecommunication company, 5 years again we lived in a house near the village with my wife for 5 years, and I started to make video project on internet. It's called Žaidimų Balsas, and this time I'm start gaining back knowledge of my English again and start to improve my English, because I have collected all information from internet about video games. Most of them were on English language. And little by little I start to be better and better, not perfect but better. Little bit cold. One day, in this small house in the middle of a field, maybe after 3 years when I made this project, Žaidimų Balsas, maybe after 2, maybe after 3, I realized that I want to make everything on English language, to make videos in English language, to make streams on English language. And I was hooked by this idea, and every day I feel that I have to go straight to this way, that I have to change in my life something again, and I have to finish this not finished job at last. I have to speak, I should speak in English as clear as in Lithuanian language. And now I am hooking by this dream, moving forward and make small steps one by one to become a good English speaking person. So we made this project, Žaidimų Balsas in Lithuania, again about 5 years, and then we decided with my wife to move somewhere else. I don't know how, but and why. But I'm in Germany now. It's not English talking country. Now we have job, both of us. We are working, saving a little bit of money for our future, and I'm still planning to move to English talking country. and I hope that this thing will happen soon, guys. Of course I want to move today, but we have to find new jobs in different countries. Maybe it will be United Kingdom, maybe USA, maybe Canada, maybe Australia, who knows. I want to move to USA, but the situation is a little bit complicated, so you have to have a job if you want to stay for a longer time in USA, and not so easy. Yeah? Canada as well, it's maybe in Australia as well. The easiest way is to United Kingdom, but if you are from Europe, you know, the name Brexit, so everything things are a little bit complicated, but everything is possible. So I'm here in Germany. I spent here 9 months. Let's count. Yes, 9 months. And past year, while I'm working in a warehouse, I had so much free time to improve my English. I tried a few times to stream video games on my English YouTube channel and create video, but it was so difficult, so I decided to change everything this year. I asked my boss, maybe I can start to work my Überstunde, it's calling in Germany, overtime in English, and because I want to spend more time outside work, I want to save more energy. While working physical jobs, it's not so easy to do something after job, and if you have to work overtime, it's more difficult. So now for January I'm making some kind of test month, and I'm not working overtime. I'm trying to come back every day after work at the same time. So I made schedule when and what I have to do, when I have to learn English, when I have to learn other things, when I have to stream for you, my friends, and create new videos. And today was first day when I'm starting learning English. I was on the first English lesson. My teacher was so beautiful. The name of his teacher is Danny. I choose the best school of English learning in Hamburg. I found this school by internet, by Google Help, and just watched to the feedback from other guys, and the school by Google feedback is the best school in the Hamburg. I choose private lessons, one-on-one, because I think it's best way to move faster. It's not cheap, but I can take one lesson per week minimum at this time. So in January I will have 2 lessons one-on-one. Later we'll see I have more lessons per week. If one-on-one, if yes, I have to save more funds, because this lesson is not cheap, how I said. And maybe I will take some extra month or weeks of intensive English courses as well, but I'm started from lessons 101, and I'm so happy today, like this, because I finished my first lesson and making vlog for you guys. So this is a short story about my English knowledge, about my English studies, lessons I remember now. But last year I tried to learn English on internet as well. Try to use several English online lessons. I have got lessons on Verbalingo page. You can test it as well, guys. My teacher was Canadian. I had maybe 4, maybe 6 lessons in the autumn of 2017. This teacher was good, but it wasn't professional. It was simple man from Canada. Now I'm trying lessons one-on-one. After I will test these lessons, I will decide what I have to choose, where I have to move. But this year have to be the best year for my English. I want to make my IELTS test as well, so I have to prepare myself. It have to be a big motivation for me, and I have to check my knowledges and which level I am before I start this courses on this English school in Hamburg. I have got test as well, and they sent me my test results. And on Europe Union, in Europe Union, you have some kind of certificate, some kind of evaluation in which level you are now. And after this test, I have got results that my English is somewhere about B1. So A1 is lowest possible level of all languages in Europe Union. A2 is better than B1, B2 and C1, C2. So I'm somewhere in middle level, in low middle level. So I need to improve it to gain, to take all knowledge and to move to B2 and later to C1 and maybe C2, who knows. I want it so much. And I want to make IELTS test, TOEFL test, all possible tests. Why? Because I want to get some feedback from my learning, how I am improving with my English. While you're learning, you can't evaluate your knowledges, and while you're getting some test results, after that you can see where are you. This is the way of learning is what the way of learning is good or no, or you have to change something to move to another direction. I need to test my language time by time. So this is my story about my English language. Thank you that you watched this video, guys. If you like it, subscribe my channel, push like buttons, and you will see everything in the future first. And please write comments about your story, how you learn your English, in which level you are now, and maybe you're learning different languages. Please write all interesting information in the chat, in the comment section, and I will answer for all your questions, and I will reply for all comments. It will be interesting to talk with you in this way. Thank you again, and see you in the next video. Bye bye!